What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jtunes, and welcome back to another FIFA 18 video. My bad for not uploading yesterday. The pollen in my area is kicking my butt. I've been feeling horrible for the last 2 days. I have been playing some weekend league. We're gonna get in some weekend league games. We're gonna talk about our team and what I like and what I dislike and try all these things out. Before we get into anything else, guys, could we maybe get 200 likes on the video? That would be incredible. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy FIFA, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you guys don't miss a video. But either way, guys, we are getting into the weekend league, and let's go ahead and take a look at the squad that we're going to be using for this weekend. Now, the squad that we're going to be using is a little bit different. Of course, we have a lot of untradables on our team, and I wanted to try something a little bit different, have a little bit more fun with it. Neuer and net, Boateng I know is good. Neuer, we'll talk about the team in general, guys, and just not really going with the meta players, right? The players that we all know that can be used and abused and do very, very well. Trying to go with something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, as you guys can see here. Now, in today's episode, guys, while we take a look at the gameplay, we're going to be talking a little bit about Zanetti. We're going to talk a little bit about Pelle, and we're going to see how I like them and how I feel like how they played on my team, good or bad. Now, you guys down below, let me know if you guys have played with these lone players and if you like them or dislike them. And of course, throughout this video, you'll get my opinion on this and on how my team performs. Let's go ahead though, guys, and jump into game number one. All right, guys, going into game number one here. We're going up against some pretty damn strong looking teams here. And this weekend, starting off the weekend league, and I don't know if it's just me or maybe with you guys as well, it seems a little bit more difficult, to be fair. Even the first 5 games were tough, but as you guys can see, we get our first goal in this first match, which is great. We are using the Pelle, we are using the Zanetti. Pelle does very, very well there to win ourselves a pen, which is great in this game. We have R9 up to the spot, and he's going to go ahead and tuck it in and away to make it 2-0 here real quick for us. So the squad is a little bit different. I'm a little bit nervous about our defense. Pelle showing up in this first game, was really enjoying Pelle in the first couple games, but I'm really worried about my defense in this weekend league because I'm not going with these meta players, and we'll talk a little bit more about that throughout this. But honestly, I don't think necessarily you need these meta players up top for your front 3, your front 4, but I definitely think that you do need them for your defense. But either way, guys, we get our first win here. So like I was saying, we're talking about these meta players, the Boateng, the Eric Bailly, the Valencia, the Farman in net, right? We're using Neuer instead of Farman, and then we're going with the whole Ajax left back and of course center back. And to be fair, guys, my team played pretty damn not so good. Again, it could be that I haven't been playing FIFA as much, but without those meta players, guys, we got rid of Desai, we got rid of Rio, and it's very, very tough to play FIFA 18 without having these center backs, even Eric Bailly in the back. It's very hard to play because off the ball stuff that a lot of these players do, and even on the, like when you're controlling the player, the amount of stuff that they do for you is incredible. Delight stats look incredible. Our left back stats look really, really good as well, and they're just really, they do well, but they don't do as good as if I had, of course, Rio, if I had Eric Bailly, if I had Sergio Ramos there. Even though their stats are similar to an Eric Bailly, or maybe even better than some of the fullbacks in the game, it's just not good enough in my opinion. So for me in FIFA 18, I kind of feel like it's been like this all year, and you come to realize it more and more the more you play, is without these meta players, it's very, very difficult to play FIFA and enjoy the weekend league, which is very, very disappointing. Now, we've talked a little bit about my defense and what I'm doing. We are sticking with this team, and I have played a bunch of games already with it. But that being said, doesn't mean that I'm enjoying myself, right? I wanted to go with something different. I wanted to go with something a little bit more fun. Of course, I wanted to try Zanetti because he was the first legend at the time, the first icon that I ever packed. So I was really, really hoping that Zanetti would be good. Me giving my honest opinion on Zanetti, and I have already played 20 matches with both Pelle and Zanetti. Honestly, my opinion on Zanetti is that Valencia is better. Who else could be better? Walker's better. Just anybody else but Zanetti is better. And it's very, very sad to say that, but it's true. The card does not perform all that well. There's a lot of mistakes that he does, end up doing. Even though his stats look good on his card and he looks pacey, even if you put a shadow on him, he just feels slow. He feels sluggish. He gives the ball away in weird areas. Even, you know, sometimes you get those lucky bounces where you go in and you defend and the ball will bounce off of it. That happens way too much in my eyes for Zanetti. He likes to push forward quite a bit, and he's never really, there's so many times that I get scored on them going down that side. So not very happy with the defense that I have for this weekend, but we're still doing pretty okay. As we can see here, we're not doing too bad, and I just want to talk about my defense before we start moving in to talk more about our attack, because not really has changed up top because of the untradables that we do have. You know, with Messi, with R9, the only other person that's really new to the team is going to be our center mid, Alaba, and then also we have Pelle now that are new to the squad for this weekend, and Lozano does really, really well here, and it's kind of sad that I'm bringing on Lozano when I have the likes of Messi, Pelle, and also R9 up top. We end up winning this match, guys, in extra time. Stats in our favor, if I'm not mistaken there. We get the win. It's 3 wins so far, which isn't too bad starting off in these matches. So now that we talked about all that, let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about Pelle. Now, Pelle, I was super excited to get my hands on. I've never played with Pelle. I tried to get him last year, couldn't afford him. He was kind of like a hullet to me. Tried to get him, and I couldn't get him. And this year I was excited that we have the ability to get the loan prime and try him out, right? So I picked him up, super excited to play with him, and don't get it twisted, guys. He does do well for us on occasion, and right there, the assist there does give us a goal, but there's a lot of things wrong with Pelle, in my opinion. If you guys have played with a Messi, a Lozano, if you play with almost just about any other cam, like the meta cams in that position, you'll see the off the ball runs that a lot of those cams will do or do on their own. Even if I do tell Pelle to make runs sometimes, he's kind of lazy. There's no other word I can really think of than lazy for Pelle, which is kind of crappy. I think that was down Zanetti's side there too. He gets burned, as you can see here. Pelle, we even tried him as striker, and I'm really not enjoying him. And like I said, guys, I have played 20 games with him already, so we'll check out his stats at the end, and I'll let you know exactly how I feel about him. But like I was saying, guys, he feels lazy to me. There's many of times where we'll have David Alaba come forward. Now, don't get it twisted, because you guys are seeing these clips and you're like, Jay, what are you talking about? That's a great goal from him. He does quite a bit of that for us, and he does win us pens, and he can score. But I feel like any cam really in this game, or any striker in this game, meta-wise, will put the ball in the back of the net. What I feel like is that he is super lazy. Like, there's many of times where he's playing the cam position, and for no apparent reason, he just decides to sit back and make my CMs come up for help. He'll just sit back there. He'll just be looking around. Nothing really being done. Trying to force him to make the runs. He won't make the runs. I kind of feel like he's another better version of Dele Alli's cam card that we reviewed a couple days ago. As you can see here, he does also make runs on occasion, and when he does make the runs, I don't know if you guys seen him in the clips or not, he likes to stay right on top of the same lane that you're striking. He never really goes out wide or tries to find his own space. He follows in the striker, and it's very annoying. Really haven't enjoyed this card at all this weekend, and my team not so much either. And my team, to be fair, not so much either, guys. Really not enjoying the team right now. Again, gonna give them all the games, so you guys are gonna see here, I do end up playing all 20 games with both Zanetti and also Pelle, and that's a great ball from him. That finish is incredible, but it's far and in between. Again, guys, I have played 20 games, and you're seeing the best parts, right? So as you can see here, great ball there from David Alaba. We end up winning ourselves a pen here. I think this might be game 5 or 6 at this point. And we get ourselves a pen to make it 2-0 here in the 40th. And then, as you can see, Zanetti nowhere to be found. Just not. Don't like Zanetti, guys. Don't really like Pelle. I'm just being real with you. Those two, not enjoying my team because of those two. Now, Messi does great there. Pelle does great to find the ball to Messi to then find Ronaldo, but we were completely pushing in that damn that box. We had almost everybody in the box there. Ronaldo does well here to find Alaba, and again, Like, I expect Pelle to be making those runs. I expect Pelle to be doing more than he has been doing. And maybe it is that Pelle is getting outshined by R9, is getting outshined by Messi. But honestly, that card right now on the Xbox is going for 15 million coins. I don't think he's worth the coins, and nor do I want him on my team ever again. Again, I know a lot of you guys are probably getting mad over the Pelle, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the tournament this weekend, and some people were using Pelle quite a bit, and then again, they were also, you know, subbing him off as well. Again, as you can see there, he just stands still. He literally just stand there. Yes, he did score that goal, but he was just standing there. I passed it off to him. I have to force him to make the runs. We find a great ball there from Messi. I don't know, guys. I just dislike the card. Now, I kind of feel like the card should be better. Maybe that's what it is, right? I feel like a lot of people don't like R9 that much either. I love him. I hate him. It's a mixed feeling for me. But R9's done really well on my team and will continue to do well on my team. But Pelle is just, I don't know. I don't know if it was my defense that was not making me enjoy it, or the fact that Pelle was just not as good as I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be Messi ×3. The way that Messi makes the runs at Cam, the way Lozano makes the runs at Cam when I have him at Cam is just incredible. And Pelle is hardly ever in the right spots to do anything. It seemed like David Alaba was going into the attack more than Pelle for me. So honestly, guys, I'm not really enjoying the Pelle. You guys can tell me differently down below. Definitely don't think he's worth it. We have 6 wins so far. So we're doing okay so far in the weekend league. We got 6 wins, which isn't too bad. Again, guys, don't know if I'm going to be finishing my matches. I was honestly playing for the fun of Foot Champs and also to try out these cards. I mean, David Alaba, as we can see in these clips, performed better in my eyes than actual Pelle. Pelle finally coming to make that run, very slow to get forward. I don't know what it is about that card, man. I just dislike it. Maybe I was playing him in the wrong position. I don't know. Very disappointing card. Him and Zanetti. Zanetti was incredible for me in 16. I didn't really play with him too much in 17, but yeah, I disliked him quite a bit. Right here, guys, in, of course, injury time, my opponent goes ahead and ties this up. We get it with 3 minutes in injury time. We go ahead to make it 3-2 before the half, which is pretty nice there with right guard. And it's things like that, right? Like, the right guard was in the right spot, of course, because it was a set piece. But it's right guard was scoring a lot of goals for us. David Alaba was scoring a lot of goals for us. And Pelle, in some games, would just disappear. He would kind of be like Dele Alli, I swear. That's the card that came to my mind when playing with Pelle. And as you can see there, in this match, we do get the win. But he played the whole match and got an 8.3 from the cam position. And the way I like to play, I know they can do a lot better in that position. Besides that, guys, yeah, I think Pelle is a card that you want to avoid. We're going to stop talking about all the bad things that I disliked about my team and start talking about the good things. The good things are that we are getting some wins here. R9 is showing up for us. R9 is scoring for us. Messi's doing work as well, and we are getting these wins, which is nice. Pelle here, great little ball there to Ronaldo to make it 2-0 8 minutes in, which is very lovely. My problem this weekend, more than anything, more than even Pelle didn't bother me too much, was my defense. Boateng and Delight in the back aren't doing well for me. I'm going to continue playing with it just to see, because I really wish that you could play with just about anybody you want, but it's very difficult to play with the non-meta players, the non-big name players, the icons in the back, and enjoy your weekend league. I'm just being honest. If you're not using like Eric Bailly, if you're not using the known names that everybody is using, you're going to have a bad time, which is very sad, because I would love to make fun squads and do all these crazy things, but it's very difficult. And this is really the first weekend doing like weird things, using players that aren't really ever used, ever seen, and not enjoying the weekend league so far. As you can see here, though, guys, we tied this up 3-all here in the 62nd. My opponent there with Goretzka, man, from distance, that card is broken. It's a joke, but either way, gets a great goal there. We come right back to tie it all up 4-all with Messi there. We're doing pretty well. We just got to end up getting this win here. A great through ball, and this is what I'm talking about. My defense was just horrible. That's the first time being really chipped in FIFA 18, which felt pretty damn crappy, but it is what it is. Great through ball there. My opponent tries to use the offside trap, though. It didn't work out in his favor. Worked out in ours. Then we get our goal there with R9, and then here in in extra time, in the 118th, Messi puts it away there to make it if I'm not mistaken, I think that was 6-5. So we end up winning that match finally, but as you can see, my defense needs work, and we had a lot of shots that didn't end up going in that match. So we got 8 wins right now, guys, with a loss. This is our last game here, our 10th game. And we'll have to see how we can do here. We can end up 9-1 or 8-2, which 8-2 is still not bad. We'll have to see. We start off well there. R9 getting ourselves a gold to make it 1-0, as you guys can see in the great little drag back there from our opponent. A little lucky that this ball falls to Salah. He does tie this up to make it 1-1, but great movement there on the ball. Ronaldinho does find himself Goretzka. I don't know how that ball goes in. That's Neuer in net, guys. A 92 rated card, just allowing very, very weird and stupid goals in. We do pass this back here. Boateng does find Vieira. Vieira finds Pelle. Pelle turns and shoots to make it 2-2, which is pretty damn good. Pelle doing well in this game for us, but again, just not really enjoying him all that much. Pelle now does find Messi, and those through balls do come into play, but guys, honestly, I'd rather have Messi at Cam. And again, you're just seeing the clips of the good parts, right? Not the bad parts. That was an incredible goal. Great shot there from Salah. I don't even know how the hell he got it. This guy was incredible off the set pieces here. We try to clear this out. Our left back does very, very poorly there. My opponent gets it right back. He's going to find Willian. Willian's going to tuck it in to make it 4-3 in the 64th minute. And this opponent was very, very difficult to play. A little bit unlucky there. Boateng steals the ball, but somehow is not able to take control of it. Aubameyang comes through, grabs it, makes the goal, and makes it 5-3. Guys, we end up losing here, so we are now 8-2 so far. So like I said before, guys, I have played all 20 games, as you can see. Well, not really all 20. Let me talk a little bit about this as well. We didn't play all 20. We played 18 games. One game I went in to, and this is something that needs to be changed in FIFA for foot. I don't know how the hell they could do it for the foot champs. But I went into a game, got into the game. I guess my opponent saw the team. Right when he saw the team, all he did was rage quit, meaning that I had to replay a game. I lost fitness. I lost the loan on my player. And just because he didn't want to play, he took the L and screwed me over 100%. We didn't even get to kickoff. He just literally rage quit even before we could even kick the ball off, which is very, very disappointing. So I only played 18 with that, and then the other one was the same type of thing. It was all tied up in one of the matches. It was I had scored 1-0, and then my opponent comes and scores a goal right back to make it 1-1, and then he rage quits. So he takes the L, and again, I had to replay that game. We didn't take a loss there by any means, but it's still annoying that we lost two games on Pelle and Zanetti due to the fact. But either way, it says that we played 20. As you can see here, his stats aren't horrible, guys. From the camp position, getting 14 goals and 10 assists isn't bad by any means. On contributions, he is positive, but this card is just not there for me. Honestly, disliked it. I don't think I'd be going after it. Even if I had the coins to pick him up, I wouldn't. I dislike the card quite a bit. You know, on stats, he did okay, but in big games and stuff, he was nowhere to be found. That's my opinion of Pelle and Zanetti, guys. Two icons that have come out that I've disliked completely and not worth your time or coins. You guys can let me know down below what you think about these cards, but I think they're horrible. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I think both Zanetti and Pelle's prime cards are crap. Let me know down below what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy FIFA, make sure to subscribe with notifications on and out. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for all the support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, baby.